What's happening, people, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mr. London Plumber. We're going to be talking about dead-end jobs. Why do I want to talk about this? I want to talk about this because I've obviously been in dead-end jobs before, but I've got some experience which I want to share with you guys about dead-end jobs, especially construction. And when it comes to construction, maintenance, possibly plumbing, specifically mechanical jobs, I'm going to get into it. But before I get into it, like I normally tell you guys, like, share and subscribe. And let me put the camera up somewhere so I can get talking. Right. Hope you're all well. Get yourself a cup of tea. This one's going to be a bit of a long one. Why did I want to make a video specifically talking about dead-end jobs? Because a lot of the time, as someone who is in construction, you could find yourself in these positions because there is no future. There is nothing else going to come out of this opportunity apart from what you make it. And what you make it isn't what you make it, it's what they're making it. And when I say them, I mean the employer, right? So take, for example, you sign up to a job and you say to yourself, yeah, my manager's been there 15 years, this other person's been there 10 years. Me personally, I'm looking at where's the growth for myself? Where can I go in the next 5 years? If that person's been here for 5, that person's been here for 15, where can I go when it comes to climbing up the ladder, as they call it, yeah? So they say work your way up the ladder. I don't believe in starting the ladder at like step number 1 or 2. For one, people are not really going to respect you, you know. You have to gain respect inside the workplace. Hopefully that's the thing. Or you just take respect. One or the other, innit? More people are taking respect now than trying to work hard for the respect and the admiration or to be admired by others, let's say. I know what that word means, right? So we always take different approaches, whether it's someone being an arse kisser or whether it's someone being a really hard worker, dedicated, sure at what they're doing, being really helpful. That person doesn't always make it through as well. Something which I've learned over the time, which is managers, people who are managers, yeah, they weren't always good engineers or good supervisors and stuff, because they're not good at that, but they're good at doing all the rest of the other stuff, but none of the physical stuff, or maybe the fault finding and the thinking out or the wondering what is wrong or how that works. That's not their forte. They're better at doing the other stuff. I clocked that a little while ago and I thought to myself, you're right. Because when you ever asked a manager who's good at doing that type of stuff to do something physical, anytime you ask them to do something, it's like you give them a screwdriver, they'll be cock-handed with the screwdriver. They'll be holding it like that and not sure what to do. I watched a electrician put some mastic around something and I said, I said, fuck. I was going to say F, but this is all adults. Fuck me. You sure you're an electrician? You sure? Because I know you don't do no work at not with that wonky hand, the way you was going up and down and all that. But that's me having a personal opinion on what someone else does, which I'm sure everybody else does who actually watches other people. They have a personal opinion. We do this. We grow a personal opinion of others without understanding if they have the right qualifications, skills, experience or know-how, or you might be asking them how to do something but you're not showing them properly how to do it. Many of these scenarios can lead to a place where you can be like you're just in a rut, innit? You're in a shit place because you can't think how you can get out of this, or you can't see how anybody's helping you. You know, if you look at your workplace and you see yourself been going around in circles, sometimes it might be time for a change. There are more opportunities out there than what were out there before. I know that because I've heavily looked. I get people contact me all the time and I can see the prices for things are starting to rise. So it's not too bad out there going into 2025. One thing I will say is that there's a lot of shit deals where people are trying to make you sign up to them just to save their ass, really. And if you sign up for that, that's on you, because we must always look at the companies who we work for and what type of business culture they have, what type of environments they create, and knowing if they're a toxic or non-toxic environment, and understanding why the company has a revolving door when people come in and out of it, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Sometimes you can say it's the management, sometimes you can say it's the environment, sometimes you could say it's the opportunity. There's not much opportunity there, there's not much chance to grow, there's not much chance for training, there's not much chance for you to move from the position what you're in now and move up to the supervisor or the manager's position. There's not much chance of that. So most people don't want to waste their time, because we're all wasting each other's time if we're looking for different things and others are not able to deliver, which is the common problem when it comes to most employers. I don't think most people want to stay in one position. Some people do, but each to their own. But wanting to advance, you have to see that road of you wanting to advance there in place. Like if your manager says, yo, yeah, you should sign up, you should do this, you should do that, but where have you got with that big man or big woman? Yeah, where have you got in a sense of training? What do you understand about training now? Have you been trained up on Legionella? Have you had any management courses? Are you any better at team leading or anything? The answers are probably no, right? So I can only assume from the other person's outlook on the company and themselves and the things what they say to add it up and make my own summary of it. And my own summary of it has to be how I feel about it. It doesn't have to be about anybody else. And you should always go upon how you feel. People will always try to manipulate or change your mind with, oh yeah, but it's really good, you got to look at it in the future. You might not be around for the future, so why are we looking to the future to look for work? That is so ridiculous. Obviously you want to have some type of longevity, but to say that people are gonna stick with you and stuff like that, you can see me laughing, innit? Because it's just stupid, innit? Again, some people get fooled into thinking that the company is for them and the company is going to support them. Companies and businesses are going to do exactly what feels best for the business, not for you at any time. Whether you can't get extra training, whether you can't get a rise, all these things could stop, you know. And people have said them to me before like it was a massive incentive, but I've worked for companies that have good incentives to work for them, like free gyms, free healthcare, all different types of things, little things like that, benefit packs and stuff like that. When you have no benefit packs, what are the benefits? We're always working for that money anyway. So I just weigh it up and say, look, if I'm going to give some of my best years as a young fit man, doesn't matter if you're a young fit woman as well, this goes through and through, where's the exchange rate? Like what makes you think that exchange rate of me giving some of my best years when I'm focused, when I'm ready to do work, and when I'm probably going to do some of the best work, to someone who is going to pay me low money, which is not going to train me for the future, and I can't see just, you know, the longevity of in the job? These are the things you should ask yourself instead of saying to yourself, you know what, I need money, you know, I could sign up for it. I just don't do that anymore. I can only say I don't do that anymore because I can be a little bit more picky, but I can understand that these scenarios and situations, they waste my time. Me personally, they waste my time. It's not everybody they're going to waste their time. Sometimes you're going to make sense of it. Sometimes I can't make sense of it. I don't have time to at the end of the day. I know that there's enough people who are trying to get something out of it and you're not getting nothing out of it. Better way to put it. I wouldn't say that everybody has these situations when it comes to employment and when it comes to making a decision, but you should always make a decision which is for you and not for others. The environment is going to be the environment, yeah? People are going to be how they are when they're in a position. Things are going to seem like it's more comfortable when you're not there, until you're really there and you understand what people do. And when you give people a chance when it comes to an employer, they will generally have you on a probation period. You should generally have them on a probation period. And the probation period must be you watching them, asking them for certain things, and seeing if they can deliver. So I might ask for training when I first start somewhere. I might ask for a pay rise within 6 months when I start working somewhere. I might ask for a review of my contract when it comes to, I might start it as like a maintenance plumber. I might start as a plumber. I want to be the supervisor. I want to have a review in 6 months' time in my contract. So how can I move towards being a supervisor underneath this same company? If they can't sort that out for me, that will be some of my terms and conditions going forward, or that would have been my terms and conditions going forward, because again, they're asking for something from me, so I'm going to ask something from them. People never think that they could ask the employer for something. Like, I've sat here many a times and I've said to them, do you know what? I wouldn't sign up for that little bit of money. I need more money. Oh, you're not going to get it, Jay. They're not going to do that. I don't care what you think they are going to do. If I ask for myself, I can only ask for me. I don't care if you think you're going to ask for me, talking to the manager or the supervisor. They don't want the best for you. If you're asking for more and they're like, oh, you should be happy with what you're getting, red flag, as the girls would say. It's ain't a dating show, but there's hella load of red flags what goes out in this industry, what goes undermined by people. And we're going to have to start talking about them. The red flag is these other people telling you what you can and can't get. You're not out there. You're not fresh blood. You're not someone who they want in. They want people like us, like them, like him. They don't want you. So why are you settling for what they say? Do you get it? That's all I ever try and work out to people is, don't settle for the first thing. I don't settle for what they want. I do not settle. Sometimes it might take me longer to get what I want, but just know something, I get what I want. And there's many scenarios what I can tell you about, but I'm not going to tell you about my own personal scenarios, because this is just to help others. It's just to remind others that we can bid for our time, our experience, our knowledge. People have to pay for all of them, whether they like it or not. There's so many people who have come through, and you will see in 2025, that are not qualified, that have limited experience, that are not willing to learn, and that have nothing on you. So therefore, we're not in this 4 things of them not being in the same league as you. Again, hold your pride strong to your chest and tell that person, no ma'am, no sir, I can't be doing that. I cannot be signing up to your job for that amount of money, because it's not enough for someone like myself. I value myself, my skills, my ability, and me. So no, I cannot take that offer. Please, I would like you to give me a better offer. You can always not accept the first offer. That's what I start to do, is not accept the first offer. And it's not about me saying, oh, you think you're too nice, and no. I'm in this industry working. I know what people get, and I know what I feel that I should deserve, right? And why wouldn't I try to ride a good bargain so I can get what I want when it comes to work? Because it's my hours, what I'm putting in, it's the time, which I'm never going to get back. You lot don't check it like that. But why am I going to work for someone who doesn't respect me, or doesn't think that I've got the capacity to be able to rise up the ranks? Or if I'm going to rise up the ranks, why is this person starting me on a rank what's below them? Why is that? Why can't we start on an equal point? That way I can climb up the ladder. But I can't when I'm starting from the bottom. It's long. Drake don't want to... Anyway, nobody wants to start from the bottom, innit? That's it, innit? The idea of this video is I wanted to give you some real talk on what it's like on sites, on maintenance jobs, where people do want you to start at the low end. It's not something you have to do. Respect yourself, innit? Don't let these people disrespect you, innit? That's what they're all about. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you on the other side. It's Mr. London Plumber. Let's get it.